Hey, how's it going? It's Zach Youngs from Lethal Instincts doing a review today on the XOP Air Raid. We just got this the other day from XOP. Super excited. This is an unboxing. Have not unboxed it. Have seen pictures of these. Have not been to a trade show. This is a brand new for 2021. Super excited. We're going to pull it out, give you our thoughts on this, and then put it up next to a Lone Wolf and a smaller version of an XOP. So here we go. Alright, now first things first, what I'll say about the box. Standard box, as most tree stands come in. Does come with a sticker you can put out on your truck, your Yeti cooler, little slap sticker for you. These stands are distributed out of Iowa. They are produced in China and then shipped back over here. The company that is doing it is DDI Corporation. Super good guys out there from talking with them at the Mobile Hunter Trade Show. They were happy to send us a stand to give us our honest review of it. So here it is. We're going to pull it out. Alright, so first things first, it comes in the box. Comes with a premium XOP cushion seat. Most stands come with these nice seats now. But the one thing that is nice about XOP compared to Lone Wolf from what I've seen, pictures, online reviews, is that it does come with a deluxe seat. So this is probably about 3.5 to 4 inches thick, where the one that comes on the Lone Wolf is basically just the top portion of this that goes on the top seat plate. So very, very cool. Got the XOP logo in there, nice foam. Got a little cushion to it. It's not like it's just squishy and sinks in. Obviously, once you put your body weight in it, it'll sink down. And then here we go. This is the 2021 Air Raid. So brand new model for this year. Completely redesigned. A little bit lighter. A little bit easier to get into. First things first that I like about this is these cables. They do have a little bit of a texture to them, so that's kind of nice. Obviously keeps it quiet. Super nice I-beam. Does come with the adjustment for the seat platform. So that is nice, especially if you get into a seat or a tree that is a little wonky. Does come with the premium buttons. Sometimes there's smaller ones you can get if you want to. Obviously they're cool with totally changing the stand if you want to and customizing it. But the stand is intended to be ran as it is shipped in the box. Overall, I really like the stand so far from what I'm seeing. Yeah, they do have the center platform right here that says XOP, so that is a pretty cool little logo. The stand does retail for $249.99, and you can get these at any XOP distributor or store that sells them. So that is the stand right there. Once we get it all ready to go, we'll put it up next to a Lone Wolf Alpha. Same size, pretty much comparable. If this is not the Maximus did go away. We did talk to the XOP guys from DDI. They did mention that they may bring back the Maximus, so if there's any of you guys that are wanting a Maximus, be on the lookout for those. They will give you updates if you stay close to their Facebook page and their Instagram. Alright, in the package you do have a 6-point bracket that goes on the back. That goes to the tree. Very sharp teeth. Helps you bite in. And then you do get 2 premium straps, and there is another strap as well if you want to add some more protection for the stand once you lock it into the tree. Do really like the straps, and I do really like the color of the stand. They did change the color a little bit. Got the tint where it needs to be once you're up in that canopy and getting the cover. The stand looks like it's going to blend in very, very well. So that is in there as well. Now, one thing that is cool about the stand is that it does have the bracket on the back that you can remove, and then you can get the 3-way XOP bracket that is universal for any XOP stand. You can have a tree that's kind of goofy on the side and still have that tree stand be level where it needs to be, so you're comfortable in those special situations. So every tree stand should have a harness in it from TMA standards. If you do get a tree stand and it does not have a harness, it is not TMA approved. XOP is TMA approved. One good thing about them. Okay. A couple other things about the stand and the stand company itself. If you do not know about XOP, company was basically started basically from some parts that were left over. Company wanted to start up and get in the market, and if you do not know Cody DeQuisto or Andre DeQuisto, the founders of the original Lone Wolf, they are actually helpers in designing this. So their mindset is in this. They're the original sandcast stands all the way to these stands right here. Okay, so their minds are in this. They're hunters, building stands for hunters to make your game the best you can possibly be. Super nice stand. I really like it so far. You can tap on it. It's very quiet. There's some stands that sound like a tuning fork, so I really like that as well. A couple other things about it that I like so far, obviously from what I've seen, is it is a little bit bigger platform. So if you are wanting to do those full day sits, I think this will be a little bit better for a full day sit, whether you're hunting the Midwest or maybe you're hunting somewhere in like New York or Pennsylvania, let's say. Obviously the terrain is different, but I think this stand, being the color that it is, will blend in anywhere that you want to be as well. Being that it is a good price point, and they do make some stands that are a little bit less money, you can buy, you know, a couple of these and have these preset, or you can use these as a mobile hunting stand for your hanging bangs and so forth. So a really good stand company. They're building a lot of other really good products, not just tree stands. They're building stuff for you know, trying to make your sticks easier. There'll be some more products that are coming out. They're making mini sticks, so they're basically listening to the customers, and they're really getting ramped up and trying to bring out as much as they possibly can. But they do have backpacks that are premium backpacks, and so for everything that we know about them, they're a great company. So we're going to get this stand put together, and then we're going to put it next to a Lone Wolf, and then I'll give you my honest opinions on the Lone Wolf compared to this one. I've not sat in this stand yet, and I have not sat in the Lone Wolf Alpha. Okay, I actually use a 1.0 Lone Wolf custom gear. So we'll get this put together and go from there. Alright, so now we have both the stands set up. We have a Lone Wolf Alpha, and we have the Air Raid for 2021. Okay, like I said, it's revamped for this year. Couple things that are right off the bat that you notice. We got a solid I-beam on the Lone Wolf, and on this one we have a cutout one I-beam for XOP. That does help save some weight. A couple other things on here, we do have some solid Versa buttons. The XOP, we have some plastic ones. I think in cold temperatures or just wear and tear on those, in my opinion, I think you're going to probably end up breaking those, especially when you're trying to get that cammed in. Like I said before, you have a smaller seat on here compared to this one. You can see the difference in how much cushion you got here compared to the hard one. Your cables, they're a little bit more back than the XOP. I don't know if those give you a little bit more room or not, but once I get in there, I'll let you know my opinion. The bat wing on the back, there is 4 teeth or 4 points of contact for Lone Wolf. Right now on this tree, it's not the biggest tree, but there's some situations where you may only be able to get 2. This one only has 2 that are getting into the tree right now. Not that that's a huge deal, but that is one thing that's different about the XOP, is that the bat wing that comes with the XOP does have 6 points of contact. So there may be all 6, or you may have 4 points of contact, which just makes you feel a little bit more secure, in my opinion. Other than that, we're going to get in it, and I will give you my opinion on the Lone Wolf first. Alright, so now that I'm in the stand, feel pretty comfortable, a lot of room. Like I said before, these are about the same size platform. They're apples to apples. The one thing I do notice is that these cables are back, and I think that if I'm bow hunting, normally you're trying to make a shot, and I feel like you're going to be bumping into these, honestly, and I don't know how much I like that. The seat is a little bit hard in my opinion, so I feel like if you're sitting all day, or maybe even if it's a couple hours, I feel like you're going to have to get up a couple times. The biggest thing in my hunting game that I like to try to do is to be as still as possible. That's the only way you're going to be successful. If you're looking back and forth, getting up and down because you're uncomfortable, you're not going to have a good hunt. Things are going to bust you, and it's not going to go over well. Now I do think you can get an upgraded seat for these, but overall not a bad stand. This stand does come in at 14 pounds. The XOP comes in at 12 pounds. So 2 pounds difference in weight. And then also they do have some mechanisms that you can get that attach to the side of the stand that you can put the sticks on as well. The ones for the Lone Wolf, they go right on the back of the I-beam, and then you cinch them down that way. As far as stand noise, there's no stand noise that I can hear. Pretty solid. There is no strap on the bottom, so it does have a little bit of play in it. But like I said, there is room. Just the only thing that I noticed is just where the cables are. I feel like if you have them a little bit more forward, like the XOP, at least it kind of keeps your boundaries, and you kind of know if you have to make a weird shot for whatever reason, you have a little bit of rail around you, is what I would like to call it. So, all right. So that's my review on the Lone Wolf. I think these are around like $239 for price point. So they're right there with the XOP. Overall, good stand. For the most part, the technology is pretty much the same as what it's been for a long time. So there is a company that they do it's called Novix now, that they're working with, making stands like this as well for mobile hunting. But yeah, Lone Wolf original tree stand alpha. We'll get up in the XOP now. Alright, so now that I'm up in the XOP, got a little bit more width, I feel like, in the XOP. The cables are a little bit more forward, so I do kind of like that. Kind of gives me, if I'm wearing like rubber boots to try to keep scent down, I feel like that's going to keep me, have a guard a little bit around me is what I like to, like I said before. The seat does have these 2 tabs on the back here, which is pretty cool. So if you do want to stand up for a little bit, you just flip these over and you can kind of lean on it as a lean pad. One nice feature about the XOP that the Lone Wolf does not have. As far as stand noise, there's no stand noise at all. These things are super quiet. Does get good bite into the tree. Now we do have the Versa bracket on here. It's not the actual bat wing, but the bat wing, from what I've seen, actually does bite in very well. Now as far as flexibility, there is a little bit of flex in the front. I don't know that I had that with the Lone Wolf. So the Lone Wolf, I do think, has a little bit more stability out in the front. I'm about 180 pounds. Not that that matters a whole lot, but it is noticeable. Now I think these stands have a 350 pound rating, both of them, so either way you should be safe if you're under the weight limit. So yeah, there you have it. That is the XOP Air Raid for 2021 and the Lone Wolf Alpha. Now if I had to give my honest opinion about these stands, I do like the features that the XOP has. I like how there's a couple different options as far as a bracket. The bracket's nice and compact, so if you do want to have that in your backpack, that's very nice. The Lone Wolf does not have that. There's a couple things that I like about the Lone Wolf a little bit better, a little bit of more stability. I don't like the I-beam, and I do like the weight of the stand. 12 pounds compared to 14 pounds. So when it comes to carrying these stands in, if you're a guy that wants to go in a couple miles, let's say it's public ground, 2 pounds does add up after a while when you're carrying it for a ways, especially when you add your sticks on there as well. So something to think about. I'm trying to think. Other than that, I think that if I had to pick the innovation, I'd probably pick the XOP. But if I had to give a score, the only thing I don't like about the Air Raid is just a little bit of flex there. But if I had to give an overall score, I would say the Lone Wolf gets a 7.5. And I would say the XOP gets probably an 8.5, just because of the innovation that they have. A little bit lighter. You got the speed brackets for 3 points that you can adjust to. Take the stand out, move it to whatever you need to. The Lone Wolf, you're just stationary to what it is. And also the Versa buttons. I think the plastic would be a pain in the butt, in my opinion. They do have some flex to it. Like this one right here is actually broken, so I think this plastic's going to dry out after a while, and I think you're going to end up replacing those. As far as overall bite into the tree, they both bite about the same. I think the XOP has a little bit better bite just because of the bracket. But yeah, XOP 2021 version, 8.5 score out of 10, and Lone Wolf 7.5. This is the Alpha, and this is Lethal Instincts. We'll be doing some more reviews, and obviously we'll be back at it this fall. So thanks for watching Lethal Instincts.